Okay, I'm bored. You're bored. Let's get this over with. This is part one to what Deku met Toga earlier. And yeah, I'm aging down Toga because, yeah, technically she is 1 year older than Deku and the rest of them. So she's gonna be aged down here. Now, let's begin. We open up to Deku protecting someone from Bakugo, like he did in canon. This time, instead of that random kid, it's actually Toga. Deku still gets beaten up, and Toga goes to see if he's alright. And yeah, he is. He's just hurt, both physically and emotionally, because Bakugo was his friend. But then his quirk appeared, and he turned into a jerk. Toga, she takes Deku home, and this is where she meets Inko. Before she actually walks away, Inko asks if she can stay for dinner. Are you sure? I mean, I am the reason your son got beat up. This is where Deku just walks up to her and says, "No, it's my own fault because I wanted to play hero, even though I'm quirkless." Wait, you're quirkless? Yeah. Then why did you help me to begin with? Because I still want to be a hero, even though I can't really do anything against Kachan. Wait, his name is Kachan? No, that's not his real name. I just call him that as a nickname. You give nicknames to your bullies? No, he's my friend. Friends don't bully friends. They may do some light teasing or some jokes, but not what Bakugo, you called him, did to you. Give me a second. But yeah, you should just call him by his name instead of a childhood nickname, because well, I can tell he's not a real friend. And she looks at him as, "You're pretty scrawny if you want to be a hero." What do you mean? Well, look at All Might. Yeah, he has a strong quirk, but I'm pretty sure he had to train it as well as his body to at least get as good as he is and look like that. He's like, "Huh, you do have a point." Of course I do. So, why was Bakugo bullying you? Himiko pauses for a second. No reason. Just being a jerk. And Deku's, no, I mean, yes, he's turned into a jerk now, but I did hear him call you a villain. Her eyes widen at this. You heard that? Yes. Now, why would he call you a villain? My quirk. What is it? In which she's let me give some of your blood and I'll show you. Deku and Inko are confused about this, and Inko's a little worried about what's going to happen next. Deku, he just grabs a knife and makes a small cut on his finger. Okay, now what? In which Himiko actually licks it off his finger. Inko freaking out. Deku's like, because it really does sting a little bit. And then she turns into Deku. Like, you look like me! Yeah. My quirk is a transformation quirk. The only catch is, I need someone's blood to turn into them. she's getting ready to be kicked out of his house. Deku called her gross, creepy, even a villain. But Deku, he is awestruck and saying how amazing her quirk is, how useful it could be if she was a hero. And Inko is surprised at this because, yeah, he doesn't see her as villainous, creepy, gross. Wait, but aren't you at least a little bit grossed out? I mean, I guess a little. I mean, it is blood, but you can't help the quirk you're born with. I mean, seriously. If anything, it's quite impressive that you can do that. I mean, I'm born quirkless, so I think your quirk is great. He goes out of why not this is he doesn't see me as a villain. He doesn't. But my parents, because yeah, her parents have told her to hide her true nature, to make sure people don't see her being her. But here Deku is just being all nice, despite realizing what her quirk is. And yeah, she just hugs him. Deku's all surprised and shocked. Inko's like, what's going on? I'm sorry, I just didn't expect anyone to accept me so easily. Deku's like, what do you mean? Most people get... My quirk is kind of off-putting to most people, but you seem to be very accepting. As yeah, she used to have some heart eyes. You know exactly what I'm doing here. And Deku, he's all dense and everything. And Inko, she's like, huh. Looks like someone's in love. She thinks this as Himiko just is still hugging Deku until she finally lets go. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. It's just, I just didn't expect you to hug me. Causing her to actually blush a lot as she just turns around all embarrassed. And he goes, okay, so how about we take you home? I'm sure your parents would be worried. He goes like, home. That's right. When they get there, I say, if those who haven't read the manga, you don't know this, but fuck it. Himiko's parents, at least her family, seems to have quite a bit of social standing in the community, in which, yeah, surprises Deku and Inko, but Deku, he instantly gets over it. Inko, she's still being all polite and everything. And when it comes to the whole talk, Himiko gets transferred to Deku's school. In which everyone asks her what her quirk is, and she tells them. They get a little off-put, but then Deku tells them how useful it is, which causes them to actually be more accepting of Himiko. Yeah, Himiko does end up getting friends here. Well, more friends. Despite Bakugo just calling her a villain, Himiko rebels with, "You are a walking bomb! Literally! Your sweat alone could... just barrels of your sweat could level this whole building. You are mean, rude, arrogant. You are more of a villain than I will ever be." There's thinking that, but yeah, she's right. And Bakugo's standing in school changes here, because people are seeing him as he is an arrogant, self-centered asshole who they are surprised, wants to be a villain, just wants to be a hero when he acts so much like a villain. So he gets an attitude adjustment quick compared to canon. And yeah, people stop bullying Deku because yeah, Himiko is with him, as well as Deku, thanks to Himiko's influence throughout the time, has started to stand up for himself and, yes, train his body as well as Himiko. And since it's not rushed, he's actually able to build up more muscle, as well as get more confidence in himself, be more laid back from time to time. He does get sometimes a little bit too cocky, but only when it's warranted. Himiko, she's mellowed out. Even though they don't know how she really is, Deku does. Deku's her first real friend. And he accepted her for who she is, despite it being pretty off-putting. And yeah, Deku, he likes Himiko as she is. He does wish that she wouldn't, hide her true self, but she's just happy to have him, and he's happy to have her. Having their relationship grow more and more, they do end up liking each other, but you know how it is. One of them wants to tell the other, but don't know how the other one is going to react, and they're just too scared to tell anyone, at least confide in anyone. Deku definitely hasn't told Inko that he likes Toga, and Toga, worried about how her parents are going to react, definitely can't really confide in them. Now, we get to middle school, and here's something that does change. Balgo does get attitude adjustment, but he's still an asshole. Since people think he's a villain, he might as well play the part, at least at school. He does still want to be a hero, though. So he actually has a small gang. At least 2 to 3 people added to his regular gang of goons. And they start teasing Toga until one of them actually pushes her down, calling her to get so angry she takes out a box cutter she has and rushes at them. Deku, seeing this, runs as fast as he can, hoping that he can make it and stop Toga. But he knows that there's only one way to really stop Toga. He runs right in front of the box cutter and gets stabbed in the chest. And he falls to his knees. Toga sees what she's done. The others run like hell and tell Balgo what happened. Balgo is shocked. They tell the teachers, they call an ambulance, and Deku is rushed to the hospital. And that is where I'm going to end this part off. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this was part 1. And I do have another what if I plan on doing later on. You wanna know what it is? I ain't telling y'all. Not yet. Those who were in the live stream yesterday or whatever, with Fallout, Dylan and Patrick, who read some of my chat messages. Yeah, y'all know exactly what it is. And who knows, I might be able to post it today. You never know. You got to wait. With that, I am out. The peace and the love, children.